Well, folks, I'm having my hot tea trying to wake up this morning. I went to bed thinking about Tucson, Arizona and what's happening there. I woke up thinking about it, and everything on the media is about it. Well, this situation reminds me of a situation that occurred in the Bible. And it occurred with a king, and his name was King David. You know, King David had a really good relationship with God, and he communicated with God. But one day he seen a beautiful woman, an outstanding looking woman, and he lusted after her. He wanted to marry her, but he found out she was already married. So King David plotted, he planned, and he placed her husband at the front lines because he knew very well he would get killed. And that's what David wanted. And he did. And David ended up marrying this woman. God seen what David did. God brought it to his attention. And King David realized it was wrong. And he repented and he was sorrowful. But he had to suffer the great consequence of what he did. And they lost their first baby. You know, I can't help think that this innocent woman, a senior, got stuck in a situation because somebody coveted somebody else's money. There's a verse in the Bible, it's in Timothy, that makes me think of this situation. It says, "The love of money is the root of all evil." And I think that's exactly what happened here. Somebody wanted to get more money. They coveted someone else's money, and they didn't look at the consequences. They became selfish and only thought about themselves and no one else. But God sees everything, and God knows exactly where this woman is. He knows exactly what happened here. Let's pray that law enforcement will get to the bottom of this and justice will be done. I feel very bad for these people because one day they have to stand before God and answer for what they did. No one gets away with that. Everyone stands before God one day. If you get away with it in life, you're not going to get away with it in the hereafter. Even if you don't believe in God, you've got a wide awakening because one day you'll stand before Him. Let's keep this situation in prayer. God bless.